It's raining for a change. It's one extreme or the other in the UK at the moment. We've either got blistering sun, literally, or pissing down rain and thunderstorms. I suppose this is what it must be like to live in Texas or Australia. But anyway, I guess what I was going to talk about, because I did a lot of reflecting this week on the GS 500 that I just sold, and it got me thinking, like, where do I see my channel going in the future? But I'm going to address that another day. Pardon me. I'd probably have to say, you know, with regards to project bikes, would I ever do another? And sadly the answer is no. I learned quite a bit about I'm not going to say modifying, but repairing. I learned quite a bit about repairing bikes with that GS 500, but I learned a lot more about myself in the process, and that's that I don't like doing it. It can be enjoyable and it can be rewarding when it's done right and you get it right, but there's one thing I am that interrupts that, and that's the fact that I'm very impatient. It really does my head in if I'm trying to do some work on a bike and I don't have the parts, or I don't have the time, or something interrupts me. It really fucking annoys me. So for that reason I don't think I'll ever do another. You're taking your fucking time. Could have moved over a little, you bastard. Jesus Christ. So yeah, where was I? Fucking highway patrol people not moving out of the fucking way. Cunts. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever do a project bike again unless I know that I've got the experience to do it. The parts, definitely, because fuck doing all that pissing about again. And the time. If I know I've got those three, that little triangle of bits that I need, which is parts, time and experience, then I'd happily do another. But even so, I don't think I'd do it then, because it was stressful for me in my current condition. I got it done well, but it's not for me. That's not a route I see myself taking in the future. Modifying bikes as a career is not me. It's not something I see myself doing. I like riding them. Let some fucker else build them. I'm not interested in it. But like I say, I did enjoy it at times. When things went right, that was so good for me. I mean, I've said it in the past, I'll say it again, I am not mechanically gifted. I am that person who is more often than not breaking things rather than fixing them. So to actually manage to do something well, it gave me a little chub. I've got to be honest, it gave me a little chubby. I was like, yeah, get it, son. Did something well for a change. But the overcasting issue was the fact that I'm impatient. I cannot stand having to wait for things. And that's what it all ever was. Constant issue of, oh, this part hasn't been delivered, or this part's been delivered but I haven't got the tools, or, you know, it was just that constant issue of something else, you know. I am extremely jealous of people who can have a project, put it down and not look at it again for a week, because it's all that's on my mind. If I'm doing something, I'm dedicated to doing it. I suppose I'm a little bit twisted in my own little way, but that's my problem. Like, I want to do a schedule for my uploads. I want to try and get it so that things are released regularly for people. You know, if I do an adventure video, or if I go off and do something a bit fun, which I'm trying to get to do, I'd like to be able to do what everyone else does, which is release it in installments. So you get a bit and it draws you in, and you get another bit and you get more drawn in, and then you either get climax or you get more bits that draw you in, you know. That's what I'd like to do. But what I end up doing is going a splurge and it all goes on the internet straight away. Because I'm very impatient. I don't like holding things back. If I've had fun or I've got good news, I'm sharing that fucking stuff. I'm sharing it. And that's just the way I am. Can't be helped. Can't be changed. But I will endeavour in my future to try and do that sort of thing. Like, I was going to do a series of videos where I did things that I don't want to say afraid of, but that I've never done because I just didn't want to or didn't like the idea of. Because I have a natural fear of most things, which is healthy, but I don't have a phobia, which is unhealthy. Like, I'm obviously skeptical about certain insects that can harm you, which is perfectly natural. I'm skeptical of a lot of things, in fact, water especially. I'm quite fat, so I don't swim as well, I actually sink. So I'm quite skeptical about doing water sports and things. Heights, obviously, falling from a height can kill you. So I've got these natural boundaries in my life that I've set in place because they are there to save my ass from doing something stupid. But I'd quite like to tackle a few of them head on for your amusement. Whether I will or not is yet to be seen. I know Salvadorian boy over in Texas will be waiting for me to do these so he can laugh at me. But like I say, it's all yet to be seen and done. Got a lot going on in my life at the moment to be pissing about with YouTube. Too many important problems to be solved before I can do messing about and having fun. But I would like to get on with it. What else? Oh, me plums. But yeah, that's about it. But no, I really don't think there'll ever be another project bike. I really don't think it's for me. If I ever do have another bike, it'll just be another bike that I'll ride and talk about, but I won't actually do any work with it. Because I'm not built for it. I really am not. It pisses me off when things don't work right, or if I know it should work and it doesn't, it annoys me and I just feel like kicking it over and walking away. So yeah, I think I just have to diversify my channel a little, but we shall see. Like I say, it's going to be quiet time for a few months because of all this overtime at work. I am what day is it? Fucking what day is it? This would have been my last shift, but I'm actually in again tonight doing an overtime shift, and it's telling. I'm these last couple of weeks, months, whatever it is now that we've been doing these overtime shifts and covering and getting stuff done, really starting to feel it now. Really am. There's a lot of stress at the moment with family issues and house issues and my son's health issues. You know, there's a lot going on, and it's heavy. You know, like I had a proper, not a meltdown, but I got very stressed with it all the other day, and I ended up just being very negative and fuck off, bird. I got a little bit snappy with the missus when I shouldn't have done, and I apologised when I got home, but I still feel bad about it because, you know, she was just there giving me the information I was basically asking for, and then when she gave me, I went, well, fucking you know, and it's just like I say, I'm impatient. When I want something done, I want it done before I asked for it, and the world doesn't work that way, and I've got to adapt. It's me, I'm the problem, I realise. But yeah, so there's a lot going on at home and a lot going on elsewhere. It just pisses me off, really. I piss me off, let's put it that way, yeah. My biggest problem in the world is me. I cause more issues than I solve for myself. But yeah, I'll get over this hump. I'll start doing things the way I want to do them once we've resolved issues, and then hopefully I'll start branching out to doing little fun things for YouTube for you people to enjoy, and for me mainly as well. I don't want everyone thinking I'm just doing it for them. I'm actually doing it for me. Like, I want to go off and do these things. I haven't got long to talk about this. I've been thinking about doing some water sports things, and maybe some, well, at some point I wouldn't mind throwing myself out of an airplane with a parachute attached to me. That sort of thing. Like, that would come under one of my natural fears, like, why jump out of an airplane if it isn't on fire or crashing? That sort of thing. But there's things I want to do. So I'll work on that. And then hopefully I'll be able to take you along, and you'll be able to watch me do it and laugh as I scream like a little girl. Ooh, the driveway's free. That's good, I can lube my chain later. No, it's steep, it's steep, it's steep, it's steep, it's steep, steep, steep. Okay. Oh, shit. I've done it again. Got myself into a fucking situation over nothing. Right. That's a big fucking hole in our driveway. I say our. It's not actually ours. It's theirs. Right, let's try this shit again without going into the fuck off big hole in the deck. There we go. Right, it needs to be on this side of the drive to avoid as much bird shit as possible.